Hey, what's going on everybody? Laz here as always, and welcome to our first episode of Final Fantasy I, where we begin our adventure into Cornellia, a land plagued by darkness. And for some reason, they're hoping that I'll be the one to save it. Good luck with that. So without further ado, make sure you're comfy with a snack or drink, and let's rock. All right, so getting right on in, I already started making all the classes and the characters and stuff. As always, we have Laz the warrior leading the way. We have the legendary Dilf, who will always be a part of our party so long as I can name a character. So we have Sir Brosif, much like Dude Brosif that we see in other playthroughs and such, but he seems a bit more dignified here as our red mage. And then we have my wife, Mickey the white mage. Now, the reason I have this kind of party set up is one, I've never had a monk in my party while playing this game, and I think it'd be rather interesting because you basically just punch stuff, and I love that. Sir Brosif, the red mage, is basically, he takes kind of the best aspects of both the white mage and the black mage, where he can use a whole bunch of attack spells, he can use, buffing and debuffing spells, as well as still get some decent attacks in and stuff, so that's really good. And then for the white mage, Mickey, my wife, we have her there mostly so that when we're playing, we're not going to have any issues with people dying all the time, stuff like that, so, hopefully things will go okay. So with that, we have everything we need, and we're just gonna hop right on in. Now, do forgive me, because this is the second time I've had to play through this, because the first time I played, my audio recording was all messed up.
The world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas rage. And the earth decays. And the shit is real. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, the 4 warriors of light shall come. After a long journey, 4 young travelers did at last appear. The hand of each is clutched.
Final Fantasy and their crystals. Yes, so the fate of the world is beautifully in the hands of Laz, Dilf, Mickey, and Sir Brosif. They're screwed. So when we're playing this game, one thing that we're going to be doing is configuration boost. I am going to be turning on the EXP boost and the Gil boost, only because I've played it without it and I've ended up having to do like 10 plus hours in total of grinding, and I don't want to go through that again. So while we will be a little overpowered in some places, this is more for you guys to experience the story and me playing through Final Fantasy I instead of like a challenging first time playthrough, because I have streamed this before back when I was on Twitch. But while we're playing, I do want to have these on just so that way we can have a smooth time playing, we can have fun with the game, not get frustrated or overly sweaty. But if it feels like we're getting a little bit too overpowered for where we're at in the game, then I'll go ahead and just kind of, I'll go ahead and tone it down a bit. So we can look forward to that. Also, let me just turn down my mic a little bit because I don't want to be too loud. And there we go. All right. So we have all that ready to go. So first thing we're going to do actually is we're gonna want, okay, wait, hold on. I also need to do this. Continue auto battle, default speed run. Okay. Everything else seems fine. So we're actually gonna run around out here real quickly before going into town, because I want to grind a couple of levels first, because I want to make sure that we can just get that out of the way first, get us some extra money. That way, when we go into town, we can just buy some starting equipment and stuff like that. Just kind of level ourselves up and get ready for the first boss battle, which actually happens fairly quickly. So, okay, so Lad's going to attack. The monk. Monk is going to attack. Mickey is going to attack. And Cerberosif is also going to attack. And yeah, so far seeing like 13, 18 damage is really, really impressive. Until we start getting to the late game stuff and we're doing like 1300 damage, and oh, it's so beautiful to see when you're just one-shotting things. It's so much fun. So I'm actually gonna turn on auto battle because there's no point, there's no reason not to. I just need to keep an eye on everybody and make sure that we're not losing too much health. Because once we start getting low on health, I want to try to make it through without anybody dying during combat before it finishes, because then everyone's EXP levels are all messed up and uneven, and that disturbs my OCD. So we're actually gonna head into town. I would have preferred to get more health, but I kept on getting smacked around, so you know. Okay. Before that, actually, just to be safe, I'm gonna head over here, get everybody healed up to full. Just trust me, the way that we're gonna be doing this is that, and some people might not vibe with this, but like I said, I'm gonna have the EXP and the gil multiplier on, so we're gonna end up at some point with like 300,000 gil, and we're gonna have like maxed out like high potions, ethers, gold needles, all the items are gonna have them maxed out, because you kind of need that for the final battle, trust me. So to start out with, at least I'm gonna get 5 potions, because 5 potions should be enough to get us through a good handful of things. All right, so now that we have everything that we're gonna need, let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Oh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. We're gonna just bathe in the fountain real quick. And now, okay, so we have our spells, armor, weapons, items. Okay, so now so you have to talk to the king first and foremost before anything. So you actually have to go up. You can't leave the city without talking to one of these guards. And then that's when they tell you the king is searching for the prophesized warriors of light. Those crystals. You must see the king at once. Can I say no? Please? Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Might I have a sample? King's gotta get his groove on. It's just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, we cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by the prophecy. If they stand before us with the crystals, I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in the name of His Majesty, the King of Cornellia. Garland has taken refuge in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves, but Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him, so you 4 Chuckle Fox will have to do the job. I've heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. If you can rescue Sarah, I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me. I guess this is my life now. God, he's so demanding and rude. Okay, so there's nothing we can do quite yet in terms of any of this stuff. So we're just gonna walk around, get a few more levels, because when you get to the Chaos Shrine, you want to be about level 5 to 10 to not have a bad time. Yeah. So wait, we're at level 5 right now. Let's get to at least level 6, and then we'll head in. We're also going to be going through and collecting every single chest along the way in the game as well. So that should be fun. Yeah, this right here to get to level 6, we probably would, we've only been going for about 18 minutes. We would probably be here for well over 30 to 40 minutes grinding if we didn't have the multipliers on. So I'm just trying to defend myself. I apologize. All right, that was all of our potions, but we're all back up to full. So okay, a gigas worm and dead. Good lord. See, the monk is already putting in more damage than anybody so far. If I remember reading right, the monk actually ends up with the highest number of attacks, but also it can very easily out DPS the knight, which is insane. Because in one of my playthrough, in the playthrough that I was doing before this, where I tried to record but my mic was on a separate audio track, so it didn't take, my knight was doing like 1400 damage with like, it, again, granted, it was like the strongest sword in the game, but it was just also kind of nice because I didn't have to worry about anything. But now knowing that the monk is probably gonna be doing more than that just with his fists, I'm very excited. We got the chests that are available to us right now. Now we just got to go through here. I'm probably gonna give a potion to Laz because he seems to, oh wait, actually I might give it to Mickey because she has the lowest total health out of her max. Yeah. Now, another quality of life thing about this game that I'm probably going to be using a bit is the encounter system. So you can actually turn with R3, you can turn the encounters on or off, and with them set to off, you can just kind of wander around, explore. You're not going to be stopped like every 30 seconds to every like 10 feet in the game with an encounter. So it makes getting through places a bit easier, especially if you have to backtrack because you missed something or you went someplace early and then you have to go back, stuff like that. Because there is a lot of back and forth in this game, believe it or not. It can be a little frustrating, but it's not super bad. So
let me do this potion. Oh no, that's not. Mickey, your self. Okay, we'll save the last tier for when we're in combat, and we should be good to go. So, let me see, Mickey, do you want the leather cap? Okay, giving Mickey the leather cap seems better than anybody else, because Mickey's gonna be very squishy for a lot of this, because we don't have much in terms of defense that we can give her, for the time being, so let's see.
And also, for any of you that don't know, Mickey is my wife, like in real life. So I always make sure to have her as part of my party because she's normally either going to be the black mage that just does nothing but pure magic devastation to the enemy, or the white mage that makes sure that I'm not dying.
All right. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornellia will be mine. Who's there? Who the fuck are you? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You will really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well, I, Garland, will knock you all down.
Let's immediately kick his ass. All right, so attack. You don't have anything that can really help out right now. It's not attack, we don't really need that. You're gonna attack, and magic, you're gonna cast thunder. And trust me, having a red mage on your party is really, really nice, especially when you get to Thundara and Thundaga. Because Thunder will just hit a single enemy, but Thundara and Thundaga will hit every enemy on the field, and the Thunder spells in Final Fantasy games are so broken. It's just like the Thunder spells in Kingdom Hearts, they are so broken. Okay, so attack. And attack. I want to see if you do more damage with just your straight attack. A little bit. But yeah, just like that, thanks to the monk, we are done with the first boss battle. And it's not super difficult for the first boss fight, but trust me, as they go on and people start slinging spells at you, there are a surprising number of enemies that just have instant death spells. And it can be kind of terrifying to fight them, trust me. All right, runner pockets. What you got?
You've come to rescue me. I'm Sarah, Princess of Cornellia. Words could never be enough to thank you. It's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to Castle Cornellia.
All right, well, that was a lot to take in all at once. I apologize for the random cuts and edits. There's just a lot of like in between stuff that just really didn't make much sense, and I was going off on tangents and stuff. So I wanted to edit through it or just kind of speed up the fact that I was going through the store for, I'm not even kidding, several minutes. But aside from that, guys, if you had a good time today, you had a laugh, you just enjoyed yourself, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It always helps out the channel. Don't forget to highlight that little notey bell down at the bottom as well to stay up to date on all of my future posts. And in the meantime, everybody, I love you all, stay safe, and until next time, stay frosty.